What's going on, everybody? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming here with some epic lols that happened overnight. Unfortunately, these are not epic lols coming directly from me, simply because we know I'm a hilarious motherfucker. But these epic lols come from Square Enix, in which they seem to really be contending to make the Switch the console with the absolute worst library of JRPGs. And they did this by announcing that the Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD is coming to Switch. Now, it's also coming to PS4 and Xbox One. It's actually already out on PS4 and Xbox One, but because it's the Switch, naturally it's a delay and a late port, which will be coming later. But we all know it's kind of in response to the fact that never, ever would the Switch be able to run actual Final Fantasy 15. It runs pretty poorly on even PS4 Pro and Xbox One X as it is. The PC version is, of course, godlike. But the Switch version could never ever exist. So what they've done is they've ported over the phone version to these three consoles. Now, if you're not familiar with it, it looks like a fucking absolute joke. Almost like a PS2 game at this point, but that is to be expected with the Switch. But hey, be thankful you're actually getting this. It's more than you actually deserve. Lord knows you're not getting the Final Fantasy 15 proper version. You won't be getting Kingdom Hearts 3. You won't be getting the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Oh, and don't even get me started about Dragon Quest XI, if it even ever comes to Switch at this point. Meanwhile, everyone else in the world is actually playing it, in a significantly better form. I'm about to start it as soon as I finish making this video, and I can't fucking wait. And all you have to deal with is these low quality, low rent, completely overhyped but actually absolute trash games, all from Square Enix. I mean, we've got that crap like Lost Sphere, I Am Setsuna, Project Octopath Traveler, games that only try to capitalize on nostalgia and don't actually deliver quality products. You can try hype up Octopath Traveler as much as you want simply because of the art style and the fact that it's a Switch exclusive, but having actually played the game, or at least part of it, and comparing it to all types of actual quality JRPGs from various different consoles throughout the year, the game is a mess. And how anyone thinks otherwise, I cannot take seriously, especially if you like some of the actual classics, the actual masterpieces, the actual quality games. And that's only from Square Enix. I'm not even talking about the absolute mess that is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, from the same company that made Xenoblade Chronicles 1, the fantastically amazing game, and then went on to make that terrible Xenoblade Chronicles X and the terrible Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But we're mostly talking about Square Enix in this video, and the laughable effort that is the Nintendo Switch and what it can actually get. Enjoy your pocket port mobile game. Whenever you do get it, late port compared to everything else, as always, it can sit up there with your extreme overrated games, like Octopath Traveler, and it can sit up there with your extreme low quality games, like Lost Sphere, I Am Setsuna, Octopath Traveler, and probably The World Ends With You. Didn't look very good on DS, probably not going to be good on the remaster. Hopefully Sega and Atlus, who at this point have long ago dethroned Square Enix as the king of JRPGs, Persona 5 being the new gold standard of JRPGs for the modern era, let's hope they can do something similar with Shin Megami Tensei 5 when it launches on Switch. Whenever it launches on Switch. Square Enix's time is long over at this point, and for a good few years now, Sega and Atlus specifically have been king. And hey, Switch owners, at least you actually get some Sega games, even if some of them are PS3 ports and not remaster ports. Anyway, let me know what you think about the whole Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD arriving on Nintendo Switch, because it's the only version of Final Fantasy 15 that will actually ever run on Nintendo Switch. And of course, the fact that it's a late port compared to the Pocket Edition on PS4 and Xbox One, which are both available now, unlike the Nintendo Switch version. Switch owners, I hope you enjoy paying $30 for this. It's more than you deserve. So let me know anything about any of this in the comments section below, as well as a bunch of people who are probably going to bitch at me for saying Octopath Traveler isn't a good game. Which it's not, and you'd know this if you played anything other than Switch and actually played the true classics and the true masterpieces and true good games. But anyway, hit the appropriate button to let me know how I did on the video. Hit that subscribe button and even ring the little notification bell, so you can get the updates for live streams and video uploads and whatnot, although getting an update from YouTube in current year is a whole other story, but at least you can say you tried, am I right? As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the rest of the videos and live streams in my channel.